First look at OxygenOS 10 based on Android 10 from the OnePlus 7, and the build here is GG 2020 running on the Xiaomi Poco F1. Hey peeps, what's up? Munchy here, back with another video. And in this video, we're going to have our first look at the features of OxygenOS 10 based on Android 10 from the OnePlus 7. The build here is GG 2020 by OOF Gang running on the Xiaomi Poco F1. The security patch here is from October 1st, 2020. The kernel they are using is Amog 787, and the other kernel which is supported on this ROM is Adel's Genos kernel. That's it. Only two kernels are supported on this build. In case you want to know how to install this build, the process is exactly the same as that of the Diwali build. So I have linked the installation video for the Diwali build in the description of this video, and all you need to do is download the files for this build and follow the video for the Diwali version. Next up, out of the box, you do get OnePlus Launcher, and I do recommend that you update all your applications from the Play Store once you've installed this ROM. And then if you go into customization for the launcher, you can of course configure your swipe down to access either OnePlus shelf or notification and quick settings, toggle to enable or disable swipe right to access the Google feed, double tap to lock, launcher layout, quick search, gestures, icon pack, hidden space. All these things can be configured, and here it is. Google feed works like a boss with no jitters and no lags. Recents, here are the recents. As you can see on your screen, everything is smooth. You also have these icons at the bottom along with the clear all button. Then if you have a look at the volume panel, here it is. Expanded volume panel in the building as well. Everything is super smooth. There are no jitters and no lags. Then in case you want to access your hidden applications, here is the gesture for that. Works without any issues. Swipe down to access your notifications and quick settings. Double tap to sleep, double tap to wake. All these features work without any issues. Then we can have a look at the quick setting tiles. So here are the tiles which are baked in. You have a tile for dark mode, works without any issues. In case you want to add more tiles, here are the different options which you have for the other tiles. And yes, you do have a screen recorder which is baked into OxygenOS 10. However, this does not allow you to record internal audio and microphone at the same time. And you also have a quick setting tile for Zen mode. Do note this is the new Zen mode from OxygenOS 11 with 5 different themes, and you can go and have a private conversation or enjoy Zen mode with your friends as well by creating a room. And of course, Hey Google works on this build with the screen on, and even when the screen is turned off, Hey Google is going to work without any issues. There it is on your screen right now. And if you're on the lock screen, connect your charger. You do have the new warp charging animation as well. In terms of safety net, if your device is not rooted, safety net is going to pass out of the box, and the device will be certified in the Play Store as well. As for the weather application, you do have the new weather application baked in with the new UI. In case it is raining or snowing in your neck of the woods, you're going to get the rain and snow effect in the background for your city as well. Next up, we can head over to settings, display. You have adaptive brightness, works without any issues. Then you can configure your screen calibration. So you have vivid, natural, and advanced. In advanced, you have AMOLED wide gamut, sRGB, and display P3, and you can of course configure the warmth of your display as well, working without any issues. Then you can hide the notch in case you want to, and once you hide the notch, the rounded corners are present as well. And in case you want to have specific apps to display in full screen, you have an option for that also. Then you have night mode, works without any issues. Then you also have reading mode with two different options. chromatic, or the other effect is the mono effect. Feel free to use whichever one you want to. Then we have ambient display, works without any issues. You also have horizon light, which works, and unfortunately you do not have always on display on this build for the Poco F1. Then you can configure your font size, display size, configure what all icons you want to see in your status bar using the icon manager option. You can configure your battery style, so you want a battery bar, battery circle, or battery hidden, a toggle for battery percentage, display network speed. Then you can also configure your time. So all these customizations are present. A toggle for auto rotate screen and screensaver is also there. Moving over to customization, this is where you have major customization, and a new theme which has been added here is the McLaren theme. Here it is. Let us switch over to the McLaren theme. There it is. Black, orange McLaren theme in the building, working like a boss without any issues. And with respect to wallpaper, I do recommend that you use the gallery application to change the wallpaper and use the same wallpaper on the home screen and on the lock screen, just to avoid any issues with the proximity sensor. Other than that, you also have the McLaren style clock. So here it is, McLaren clock in the building, works without any issues. And here are the other clock options which you have. You do have the text clock, bold, analog, minimalistic clocks are also present. Then you also have options for horizon light, and here are the different options. McLaren horizon light is there. You have blue, red, gold, and purple. Then you can also change the accent color in case you want to. Tap on customization and you can enter a hexadecimal code here as well. Then you can change the tone, three different options: colorful, light, and dark. Then you can change the system icons, four different options: round, square, teardrop, and round rectangle. Third-party icon packs are supported, and you can also change the font, two different options: Noto Sans and OnePlus Slate. Then we have sound and vibration. So in case you want system-wide Dolby, I do have the Dolby APK linked in the description of this video. Download, install it. You will have system-wide Dolby, which is going to work on your Bluetooth devices as well. Then you can configure your phone ringtone and vibration along with vibration patterns and vibration intensity. And of course, you can set a ringtone for each SIM card in case you want to do that. Moving over to buttons and gestures, alert slider of course is not going to work on the Poco F1, but you can of course use the IndiaNet's sound tile application from the Google Play Store to switch between the different ringer modes. Navigation bar and gestures, bam, there it is. You have three different options. So you have old school 3-button style, then you have the Android 10 gestures, and in case you want to use the gestures from OnePlus, wherein you swipe upward from the bottom edge to go back, you have an option for that as well. And of course, with Android 10 gestures, you can hide the bar at the bottom. Moving over to quick gestures, you have flip to mute, 3-finger screenshot, along with expanded screenshot, raise to answer, and double tap to wake is also present. Then press the power button twice for camera, a gesture for that. Quick activate the assistant application, and long press to take a photo. So from the viewfinder screen, long press the fingerprint sensor to take a photo, and this of course is not going to work for the Poco F1. Next up, we have apps and notifications, and an important thing in apps and notifications for those of you who use the Google Assistant. Go into default apps, make sure that the assist and voice input app is set as Google. Then you'll go into this gear icon, which is for settings, and here go into voice match and enable this toggle. Once you do that, you should be able to wake your device with the Hey Google keyword, and as you can see on your screen, works without any issues. Next up, we have security and lock screen. So you do have fingerprint unlock, blazing fast. You also have face unlock. Now unfortunately, face unlock here uses the normal camera, and it is not going to use the IR camera, and that is how it is going to be for Oxygen OS ports on the Poco F1. Then we have battery. So I have been using this ROM for quite a few hours and I haven't noticed any excessive battery drain. Here it is on your screen right now. As you can see, the battery backup has been pretty good on this build so far for me. Then we have utilities. So you do have work-life balance. Then you have dual apps, works absolutely fine. App locker is also present and it works with a pen or with your fingerprint scanner as well. Then you can schedule your power on and off, pocket mode, OnePlus Lab, quick reply in landscape. These are the different options which you have. Other than that, game space is present over here. And if you go into the settings, you can of course enable fanatic mode in case you want to do that. Next up, we can check for Widevine L1. So DRM Info, L1 in the building. Let us open the Prime Video application and let me play this movie. But if I try to download it, you will see best is 0.88 GB, and when I play it, near the timeline, I do not have the HD text, which means there is no HD playback in Amazon Prime on this ROM. And of course, you do know that the ROM is not to blame for it. It is Poco India which is to blame for this. We do have a separate video for that, which can be found in the description of this video. Other than that, for YouTube playback, no jitters, no lags, everything works absolutely fine. Live caption also works along with picture in picture. Now for picture in picture, either it will work if you are in a specific country or you need to purchase YouTube Premium. Then with this ROM, you can also change the thermals. We have a separate video on how to change the thermals on Oxygen OS 10 based ROMs, and that video can be found in the description of this video. Those of you who want to use your micro SD card, they do have the SD card fix in their Telegram channel, so feel free to use that. Next up, we can check for app opening animations. Here are the app opening animations on your screen right now. No jitters, no lags, everything is super smooth and super fast, and the same applies for my Google feed also. And then here are the recents. Again, everything is super fast and super smooth. Next up, we can talk about the CyberPunk mod which they have. So of course, you do need to be rooted because the mod which is available is a Magisk module. Once you root your device, make sure you do enable Magisk Hide. Once you do that, we can check for safety net, and there it is on your screen. Safety net is passing without any issues. Evaluation type is basic. So let us go ahead and install the CyberPunk mod. Tap on the fourth option, modules, install from storage, allow, open the file manager, go into the device, and in case you downloaded the CyberPunk mod on your device directly, it will be in the download folder. In my case, I have transferred it manually. Here it is. Select the file, wait for Magisk to do its thing, which is to install the module. Once that is done, we are going to reboot our device. Do note that this CyberPunk mod is going to replace the McLaren theme. So you are going to lose out on the McLaren theme, but you gain with the CyberPunk mod. So we have of course booted back into Oxygen OS. Let us open Magisk Manager, Modules tab. Make sure that the CyberPunk 2077 mod for GG 2020 build is installed and it is active. Next up, we can go into settings, customizations, preset theme, bam, CyberPunk 2077. Please apply it successfully, and here it is. Black and yellow, looks super cool. Go into clock style, bam, here it is. CyberPunk 2077 clock style is also present. They did mention some sounds. Oh wow. So yes, you do have CyberPunk 2077 screen lock and screen unlock sounds as well. We can also go back into settings, customization, go into icon pack, bam, here it is. CyberPunk 2077 icon pack is also present in this ROM, and they did mention about some CyberPunk 2077 wallpapers as well. So let us press and hold, go into wallpapers, see if we have some CyberPunk. There it is, there it is, there it is. Set wallpaper, home and lock screen both. Bam, there it is. CyberPunk 2077 live wallpaper working like a boss. This is so cool feature to have. And there it is, peeps. That was our first look at. Oh, wait. They also changed the About Phone section image. Oh, well. Me personally, I am super impressed. What do you peeps think of this Oxygen OS 10 port with the CyberPunk mod based on Android 10 running on the Poco F1? Do let me know your views, your thoughts via comments below. And that will do it for this video. Hope my video helped you. Likes, shares, and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.